Yeah, Barry Trammell with the Oklahoman. Hey, Russell, nice summer for the Thunder. Paul re-ups. Can you take us through the process of your relationship with him and how you guys connected? When you think it really, you could see that, hey, this guy's going to be a long-timer for us?
Me and Paul had a relationship before, being both LA natives, having a little relationship back then. And throughout the season, man, and before the season, just creating a relationship, knowing a little bit more about him, his family, his goals, what he want to do. And it just clicked from there. We continued our relationship, we continue to stay in contact, obviously, and we made it work.
Russ, I'm curious, with your son and with the twins coming, congratulations, by the way,
Thanks.
do you feel like your game matures in a kind of a special way, like maybe that correlates with fatherhood or your responsibility as a dad? Like, does that impact the way at all, like, as you play?
Definitely can. I think it does, actually. I think it does. You'll see why it does.
Brady Trantham, franchise OKC. Russ, Sam Presti said at his press conference that with Nick Collison leaving the Thunder, that he was looking forward to that being an opportunity for you to kind of take that next step and evolve in your leadership of the team. What goes into that process and taking that next step and being a leader on the team, not necessarily just on the floor?
Every year since I've been here, and I've tried to involve my leadership. I think that's something that I take very, very personal, and I think it's very, very important. From the outside looking in, you can't really tell what leadership is unless you know what goes on from a day-to-day basis. And for me, I take that upon myself to be able to create relationships with different guys. Obviously now with new guys on our team, it's important. Different things are how we do it around here. So definitely this year is going to be big in that aspect for me. It's just to continue doing what I've been doing.
Eric Corney, Oklahoman. Russell, I know you haven't had a ton of time with Dennis yet, but what are your initial thoughts on Dennis and how you guys will possibly mesh on and off the court?
I think it'll be fine, man. Obviously, Dennis is a great player. Done a lot of great things in Atlanta. Plays fast, plays with pace, good with the basketball, and I think it'll be fine, man. It's going to open up a lot of different things for him, for myself, when we're on the floor together. So I'm looking forward to it.
Shannon Shang from Tencent, China. How was the trip in China?
It was great. One of my favorites, honestly. Had an opportunity to be able to travel is a blessing for me. But to go to China, to be able to see all my fans and people there that care so much about what I'm doing over here is overwhelming for me at times. But I'm definitely truly thankful and had a great time. So.
What's the thing that impressed you the most?
The people, just the people. How nice and understanding they are about just me and just loving everything I do about myself, my family. That's the most important part.
Russ, how critical is Andre's recovery to what you guys plan and hope to do this season?
I think it's important, but there's no rush, man. Dre, once he get back, he'll be back and ready to go. It's the start of a new year for us, and we have a lot of different guys at a lot of different positions that has to be ready to step up and make things happen. But once Dre comes back, we pick him up right where he left off.
Eric Corney, Oklahoma. Russell, last year you all gave Carmelo a couple days before camp. You have more time this time around with Dennis, and you've been able to spend more time with him in the offseason. What is the difference between that when you have a little bit more time with a guy, on and off the court again?
What you mean?
Whereas you get Dennis in a trade, earlier than you would have with Carmelo. Does that help? Is there a benefit there to having him in and around the guys a little bit earlier?
And it's just not about Dennis. I think we traded for a few other guys as well. That's important, and we had them all summer. Nerlens, Naylor, Timmy. We have a lot of different guys that are new and that are here and trying to make an impact for our team. I think it's important that just create relationships with those guys, create a bond, have an opportunity to be able to see how their game has evolved and put it all together and make one team.
Anyone else for Russ?
Russ, do you have a timetable for your return on the court?
What did you read?
Press release?
What did it say?
4 weeks.
There you go.
You're sticking to that?
Yeah, I'm sticking to whatever comes out.
Anybody else for Russ? All right, we got
Unless you hear any
a
different.
couple more. Time for a couple more.
Oh, but Russell, when Carmelo was traded, he wrote a letter to you, addressing you, the fans, the organization.
Right.
What did you feel about his time here, and did you learn anything from having Carmelo here with you?
I mean, me and Melo are great friends. Besides what happened last year, I've been knowing Melo for a while, so our relationship and different things has really nothing to do, with last year. Obviously, him being here was, for me, I think it was a great experience to learn. I learned a lot about him as a person, not just on the basketball court, but learn a lot of different things about him off the floor. Learn some things from him as well. Just how I approach the game, because he's obviously a superstar and understands how to play the game at a high level, and I'm pretty sure he's going to do great things in Houston, and I wish him nothing but the best because he's a good friend of mine. So.
Yeah, Russell, you were talking about the leadership question a few minutes ago. In the NBA, recruitment has become a thing for players, particularly stars of a franchise. Have you seen your role change over the years in terms of how you have to interact with potential free agents or keeping guys around, or have you done anything different?
Nope. I've always done the same thing I've always been doing. For me, I'm a real person. I'm real. I keep it 100, straightforward. I'm not going to go out and be someone I'm not just to get somebody to stay, because that's considered being fake. And for me, I be myself at all times, as you guys know, and it's important to do that. And that's a part of being a leader, part of being a leader of this team and organization, and that's what I do.
Anybody else? We got one more in the back there. This will be the last one for us.
There was a lot of stuff that went on in the summer, players moving, Kawhi, DeMar, that type of thing. Social media was kind of out of whack. Do you guys, as players, talk about that and see that happening around the
You
league?
obviously see it, but talk about it. It doesn't have nothing to do with our team. I don't really talk about it much, but you obviously see it. Every summer it's going to be like that because it's free agency. Once free agency hit, there's a lot of different moves that needs to be made and a lot of things, a lot of trades. So things happen. That's a part of the world we live in now. So.
Thank you, Russ.
Yep.